In the context of business and accounting, responsibility refers to the obligation of an entity or individual to explain, report, and be accountable for their actions and the impacts they create on stakeholders. In practice, this responsibility is closely connected to financial reporting, regulatory compliance, as well as social and environmental obligations. The purpose of responsibility is to ensure transparency and trust, maintain good relationship with stakeholders, and reduce potential risks that may arise from irresponsible behavior. In relation to corporate social responsibility, companies face various environmental, social, and economic issues. These issues include carbon emissions, the excessive use of natural resources, exploitation of workers, and broader social challenges such as education and poverty. Some of the most common contemporary issues include carbon emissions, employee welfare, and resources usage. Companies today are increasingly expected to reduce their carbon footprint, respect workers' rights, and contribute to the well-being of surrounding communities. Social responsibility accounting play a role in measuring and reporting company activities that relate to these responsibilities. This accounting approach focuses on four main aspects: economic, environmental, social, and governance, each of which contributes to creating positive impacts. It is guided by several key principles. First, transparency through clear information, then accountability for social environmental impacts, and then consistency in reporting, and the last is relevance of information for stakeholders. To support effective CSR implementation, companies must conduct an environmental assessment by analyzing the impacts and the needs related to their operations, both direct and indirect. Stakeholders analysis is also crucial, involving groups such as local communities, the government, employees, and other affected by the company's activity. But listening to input from various stakeholders, CSR programs can be designed to be more relevant and effective. After understanding the context and needs of the environment and community, companies can then develop CSR plans that align with both their goals and the needs of the community.
Alright, now we move on to steps in preparing the final report. To prepare the final report in social responsibility accounting, we follow a few simple steps. First, we decide the purpose of the report, what the organization wants to share about in social and environmental actions. Second, we collect the data, sensor information about waste, energy use, community programs, or employee welfare. Third, we check and analyze the data to make sure it's correct and complete. Next, we write the draft of the report by organizing the information into clear sections using simple explanation, table, or chart like this. And then after that, we review and edit the report to make it clearer and more accurate. Finally, we finish the share the report with stakeholders through websites, print copies, and presentations like this. These steps help the organization communicate its responsibilities in a clear and honest way. Alright, next, the structure of the final report. A good final report has a simple and easy to follow structure. The report usually starts with the executive summary, which gives a short overview in the main results. Then comes the introduction, which explains the purpose, background, or scope of the report. Next is methodology, which tells how the data was collected and what indicator we use. The most important part in the finding or result, where the organization shares its performance in areas like environment, social program, and community support. After that, the discussion section explains what the result mean and the challenge faced. The report ends with a conclusion and recommendation, summarizing what has been achieved and what can be improved in the future. Extra information can be added in appendix. Alright, move to reporting standards or guidelines. To make reports clear and trustworthy, organizations use reporting standards. The most common one in the Global Reporting Initiative or GRI standards. GRI gives simple guidelines for reporting economic, environmental, and social impacts. Another guideline is ISO 26000, which explains how organizations should have responsibility in areas such as human rights, labor, and environment. Some companies also ACSB standards, which provide industry-specific measures that are useful for investors. There is also integrated reporting framework, which combine financial and non-financial information to show how the organization create a value over time. By using the standards, reports become more clear, consistent, and reliable for everyone who reads them.
And the next is about the CTR or the Communication Technique Report. So the Communication Technique Report or CTR is a strategic work that helps turn the final accountability report into the information that is clear, engaging, and easy to understand. The first important step that that has to be mapping is the audience and the adjusting message, because each group has different intention and needs. Such as investors. Investors only focus to the financial data, and the employees only needs the motivational explanation, and the regulators who require reports in the specific formats. After that, the information is shared through the active digital channels, such as some dedicated websites with interactive data and downloadable reports. The strategy is also supported by the CEO videos, infographics, and social media to reach the wider audience. And the most importantly, the CTR encourages into two-way communication, such as webinars, discussion forums, and emails, so the company can build the trust and receive useful feedback for the future improvement. And next, we're going to the most important stage in the accountability process, because it shows the company's strong commitment to continuous improvement and better performance, namely the evaluation and improvement report, or we say it by EIR. At this stage, the company reveals all the entire process, reporting, and results that were probably published. The main goal of this report is not to find the faults or mistakes, but to identify the weakness and improve the system and make the future reporting more accurate, reliable, and efficient. So basically, there are 4 parts from EIR, and the first part of EIR focuses on checking the quality and accuracy of the data. By doing this, the company can ensure that the information used for decision making and public reporting is truly trustworthy, because the company looks for the weaknesses in the data control, such as manual data input or lack of standardization between departments or gaps in important sustainability reports. And the second part of EIR is to evaluate the efficiency of the reporting process and the use of resources. Based on this evaluation, the company can set the new performance targets for the next reporting period, such as reducing the reporting time, and then lowering all the external costs, and then more coordination for the internal. And the third part of EIR focuses on how the stakeholders' feedback that was collected through the CTR before. These feedbacks help the company to understand about how well the report was received and which part were unclear, and what information stakeholders expect in the future. So the company can improve the scope of disclosures, of the clarity of the language, and the way information is presented. And finally, all the findings from the evaluation process are brought together in an improvement action plan. So, through this process, the EIR ensures that the accountability reporting is not only about reviewing the past, but also building the better strategies for the company in the future and creating long-term sustainability value for the organization.